Why do humans fear failure so deeply, yet repeatedly choose the path of adventure? This is the paradox we explore today in depth. The history of humanity has moved upon this paradox, constantly navigating the line between primal fear and the unknown horizon ahead. Ancient explorers sailed despite myths of monsters, driven by a force far more powerful than their own survival instinct and basic safety. In the same spirit, scientists throughout history have persisted through thousands of trials, never once considering a permanent or final halt. This is not merely a matter of courage, it is a fundamental structural characteristic of how we are truly designed as human beings. The human brain is evolutionarily designed to avoid danger. Survival depended on identifying and retreating from threats as quickly as possible. For our early ancestors, failure was often perceived as a direct threat to survival, a risk leading to the end of their lineage. Research from Harvard confirms that humans feel the pain of loss about twice as strongly as the joy of an equivalent gain. This biological asymmetry is exactly why we are hardwired to fear failure so intensely. It is a mechanism built for our protection. However, humans possess a second, equally powerful instinct that exists in tension with fear, the profound and unstoppable desire for great possibility. It is the expectation that things can be better than now, the vision of a better future, that truly drives all human progress forward. These two forces are in constant conflict. Fear pulls us back, while possibility pushes us forward into the unknown and expanding world. We live our lives constantly swaying between these two poles, never fully at rest, but always moving toward deeper personal understanding. In our modern, hyper-connected era, this internal conflict has become even more magnified and intense than it was for our ancestors. Through social media, we are constantly exposed to the curated, perfect successes of others in real time, every single hour of every day. This constant comparison fuels a sense of possibility, but it also births a deeper fear of falling behind our peers in life. Failure has become more shameful, and taking a challenge can feel like an increasingly dangerous and lonely choice for many people. Yet, we do not stop. While staying still is survival, challenging ourselves is the true expansion of our entire human existence. The key insight is this: humans are not beings who fear failure, but beings who often fundamentally misinterpret its true meaning. Failure is not the danger. The true danger lies in interpreting failure as a final destination or a permanent wall in your path. Stanford research shows that those who see failure as part of learning are 3 times more likely to persist and ultimately succeed. The difference is not the experience of failure itself, but the specific meaning we choose to assign to that experience in mind. Those who grow see failure as data. Those who stop see failure as a final judgment on their personal worth and ability. Data informs the next action. Judgment stops all action. This small shift in your perspective changes everything in your entire life. This is why innovators do not fear failure. They utilize it. They see it as a map, not a wall to stop. Through failure, they correct their course and redesign their strategy. In this way, failure becomes their most reliable and honest life guide. Consider the story of an entrepreneur who completely failed in his first venture. Everything he built seemed to have vanished completely away. The capital was gone, and the trust had crumbled. He felt paralyzed by the weight of what he perceived as the end. But then, he began to record his failures. He analyzed every wrong choice and every factor that led to his sudden fall. That record of failure became his greatest asset. In his second venture, he did not repeat those same mistakes again at all. Ultimately, he built a highly successful company, fueled entirely by the hard-won lessons learned from his initial fall from grace and trust. Take another case, a student who repeatedly failed his exams. He initially believed he simply lacked the innate ability to succeed in academics. But when he changed his method and analyzed his failures, his grades rose dramatically as he mastered the process of effective learning. Failure is not a result. It is a vital process. How we handle that process determines the final outcome of our lives. The message is clear. We do not stop because of failure itself. We stop because of how we choose to interpret it. Those who persist are not fearless. They simply value possibility much more than they fear the inevitable fall from the height. And this interpretation is a skill. It is something we can intentionally train, practice, and master every single day of our lives. Ultimately, we must each make a choice. Do we choose the safety of stagnation or the necessary discomfort of personal growth? This recurring choice determines the entire direction of our lives and the depth of the legacy we eventually leave behind us. Remember, failure is not the end. It is the most honest signal pointing you toward your true direction and your potential. To do nothing to avoid failure is not safety. It is simply stagnation. Life is not a parking lot where we wait. Life is a road that keeps moving. We must keep driving, keep learning, and keep expanding our horizons at every opportunity. I invite you to find deeper insights through the study of humanities and the timeless lessons that history offers us all. You will learn to see fear as a natural emotion and develop the mindset to utilize every failure as fuel for growth. Internal standards will form within you, allowing you to sustain your journey regardless of the obstacles or critics you face daily. The human spirit is defined by its ability to fall, learn, and rise again, stronger than it ever was before today. Every sunrise offers a new possibility to redefine our past and build a more meaningful and impactful future for ourselves and others. What we truly leave behind is not just successes, but the quiet courage with which we faced our most difficult failures. From ancient epics to great stories of today, the journey has always been recognized as the true destination of our lives. Our curiosity and drive for expansion have taken us to the stars, and they will take us even further into the unknown. Together, as a species, we grow through our collective trials and the shared, meaningful interpretations of our long and complex history. This power to interpret is your greatest freedom. No one can ever take it from you. It belongs solely to you. Let your desire for possibility be the compass that guides you through the inevitable storms of failure and shadows of doubt. Resilience is not the absence of struggle, but the developed ability to find deep meaning within that struggle every single day. Wisdom is the harvest of failure, gathered only by those who have the courage to keep sowing seeds despite any loss. The path continues. Every single step, whether it be a stumble or a leap, is a necessary part of the way forward. Embrace the uncertainty. It is the fertile soil in which all of your future possibilities and successes are taking root today. Dive deep into the stories of those who came before. Let their hard-won lessons strengthen your resolve for all challenges ahead. We find ourselves in stories. We find our ultimate strength in the shared, timeless narrative of human persistence and growth. Knowledge is the bridge that carries us from fear to understanding and from stagnation to growth in our daily lives. I charge you to live fully and boldly. Choose the expansion of your existence. Choose the grand adventure of your life. Your future is unfolding right now. It is shaped by every interpretation you make and every step you take today. In the vastness of the universe, our journey may seem small, but it is infinitely precious and entirely unique to us. Thank you for joining me on this exploration. May your journey ahead be filled with insights and the courage to grow. As we conclude, let these thoughts linger. Let them nourish your soul and guide your next decision toward growth. Remember that even the smallest light of insight can illuminate the path through the darkest and most uncertain of times. Stay curious, stay brave, and never stop the expansion of your world through the pursuit of knowledge and deep understanding. The world is vast, and your potential is even greater. Keep moving forward, keep learning, and keep growing every single day. The road is yours, the choice is yours, the future is yours to create, one courageous decision and step at a time. If you found value in these insights, please subscribe to our channel and press the like button to support the journey. Connect with me, Dr. James Coe, for more deep dives. My contact details are provided here on the screen now. I will continue to nourish your soul through the humanities. I wish you always the very best on your path. Join our growing community using these hashtags to share your journey and connect with fellow seekers from around the world. Explore these related topics further to deepen your understanding and continue your personal development and your intellectual growth. Knowledge is the legacy we build together. Thank you for being a part of this exploration. May your path be bold and clear.